This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1113, Reframing Your Job Interview, by Christine Comaford of SmartTribesInstitute.com. And hey again, I am Dan. I'm your host and narrator here, and I'm with you every single day, including weekends and holidays, bringing you these great blogs on work-related topics in audio form. And if you are between jobs, or you're looking to get a new job, or maybe you've already got an interview lined up, this is going to be a great one for you. This is all about job interviews. And just a reminder before I read this one that we do pull articles from a whole range of time periods. And this one happens to have been written in January of 2020. So of course, just about 6 weeks before COVID hit. So just keep that in mind that Christine was writing this without knowing what was coming for the rest of 2020. But that doesn't impact any of the advice here. It's all still very relevant. So with that, let's get to it and optimize your life. Reframing Your Job Interview by Christine Comaford of SmartTribesInstitute.com. For many, 2020 will be a year of promise, planning, and potentially even a job change. And we all know that before we can move into a new position, we have to complete an interview or two, and then actually get offered the job. If your stomach is in knots at just the mention of this process, take a deep breath. Today, you'll learn everything you need to know about reframing your job interview. Will you stay or will you go? According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, most Americans will hold 12 jobs over the lifespan of their careers. That's a lot of jobs, which means you'll likely face quite a few transitions and even more job interviews. In fact, the report goes on to state that, quote, many workers spend 5 years or less in every job, so they devote more time and energy transitioning from one job to another, end quote. Wow! I have all sorts of things to say about how empowered employees are more likely to stay in an organization and stay engaged. However, I also understand that sometimes you just need to move on. Whether you're relocating to a new place or just need a change of pace, let's talk about how you can reframe your interview anxiety and set yourself up for success. First things first, how likely are you to even get an interview? Well, according to Zeti's breakdown of 2020 statistics, Glassdoor estimates that, quote, on average, each corporate job offer attracts 250 resumes. Of those candidates, 4 to 6 will get called for an interview, and only 1 will get the job, end quote. That means that if you got called in for an interview, you truly stood out. Take that as a compliment and use it to bolster your confidence. You've already set yourself apart from other candidates. Interview mindset. Considering that good news, let's consider other important things that should be on your mind. Weight, clothing choices, makeup, frumpiness. Wait, what? Who would be spending time and energy obsessing over those external factors rather than really keying into what matters? Shouldn't you be considering factors like corporate culture, engagement levels, and perceived fit? After all, you're interviewing them as well. According to JDP, however, quite a few candidates are worried about exactly those trivial types of issues. In fact, in a recent survey, quote, the majority of respondents, 88%, believe that appearance has the ability to influence others' perceptions of their competence. So it should come as no surprise that 86% feel it's important to look physically attractive in an interview setting, end quote. Here's my opinion. If you go into an interview with those issues as your primary concerns, you aren't going to be able to present a full picture of who you are or all that you're bringing to the table. Instead, you'll feel self-conscious, weighed down, and stressed. That's not a good way to make a great first impression. The solution? Let's talk about reframing. Here at Smart Tribes, we continually bring our focus back to proven processes, techniques, and tools that can help individuals and businesses take things to the next level. Reframing does exactly that. You can think of it as choosing to see your situation, like your upcoming job interview, through a different pair of lenses. In addition, you get to choose what color, if any, those lenses are. You can even opt to take them off. After all, this is your life. Whatever lenses you show up in, however, will change what you see. That's exactly why reframing is so powerful. It literally changes what you see and experience, and it allows you to shift your focus to what really matters. Here's a quick, big picture look at how it works. Reframing your job interview. Let's break it down. Look at your current interview story. Will they think I'm overweight? Do I look frumpy? Is this outfit too sexy? Too masculine? Or even, I'm not qualified enough. Why would I ever be chosen? What made me think I could ever be a good fit for this job? Consent to that feeling and be present with it. You might find it helpful to use an emotion wheel to help you identify and then truly feel what these thoughts are bringing up for you. Look at the story from a different angle. What has been valued about me in other positions I've held? I bet it had nothing to do with appearance. Why did I apply for this job in the first place? What am I most excited about when considering this organization? What am I bringing to the table that I'm most proud of? Why would my colleagues or peers think of me as being qualified for this? What do I want the focus of this interview to be? And create a new story and test it out. I was chosen for this interview because I've already communicated my value or potential fit for this position. I can't wait to meet the hiring team and see if our energy seems like a good match. Or, my aptitudes and personality are a perfect fit for this position. It's exciting to think I'll get a chance to show those traits to the hiring committee soon. Or, my personal sense of style is a little quirky, and I really value that about myself. I'm choosing to trust that the perfect position for me is one in which others value that part of me too. If that's not the case here, I'm happy to move on and find a better fit elsewhere. The net. At the end of the day, remember that the stories you tell yourself about your upcoming interview will definitely be factors that contribute to how you are perceived and how successful your interview is. Rather than staying stuck in a negative thought pattern, invest the time in reframing your upcoming interview. You'll be pleasantly surprised at what a difference it can make. You just listened to the post titled Reframing Your Job Interview by Christine Comaford of SmartTribesInstitute.com. Your business was humming. Was. Now teams are buried in manual work, taking forever to close the books. Consider three numbers: 36,000, 25, 1. 36,000. That's the number of businesses which have upgraded to NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system, streamlining accounting, financial management, inventory, HR, and more. 25. NetSuite turns 25 this year. That's 25 years of helping businesses do more with less. 1. Because your business is one of a kind, so you get a customized solution for all of your KPIs in one efficient system with one source of truth. NetSuite is giving you the power of having all your information in one place, helping you to make better, more driven decisions as a business owner. Right now, download NetSuite's popular KPI checklist, designed to give you consistently excellent performance, absolutely free at netsuite.com/startup. That's netsuite.com/startup to get your own KPI checklist. netsuite.com/startup. Labor strikes, climate change, your beat-up office printer. What do they all have in common? Come on, it's all about the money. Economics is everywhere and everything, fueling our lives, even where we least expect it. If you're a fan of Optimal Work Daily and are curious to learn something new and exciting about economics every week, I recommend you listen to the Planet Money podcast from NPR. Planet Money is a different kind of world, where the complex economy actually makes sense, where human stories supersede abstract theories. Listeners can learn, laugh, and be entertained. It's econ down to earth, and Planet Money answers some of life's burning questions, like will AI take over our jobs, and why are Christmas trees so darn expensive? The Planet Money team lives to tell a good story in around 30 minutes. It's econ for the rest of us. So tune in to Planet Money every week for entertaining stories and insights about how money shapes our world. Stories that can't be found anywhere else. Listen now to Planet Money from NPR, wherever you get your podcasts. And a huge thank you to Christine, who is a leadership and culture coach, serial entrepreneur, and New York Times bestselling author of 3 books, Power Your Tribe, SmartTribes, and Rules for Renegades. For over 30 years, she's helped leaders navigate growth and change by specializing in applied neuroscience, which helps her clients achieve tremendous results in record time. As an entrepreneur, she built and sold 5 companies with an average ROI of 700%, and she was a software engineer in the early days of Microsoft and Apple. So come by smarttribesinstitute.com to learn a lot more and check out their resources. And I have that linked in this episode's description and at oldpodcast.com. But that does it for today. I hope you enjoyed the post from Christine and that you're having a great day. And I'll see you back here tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.